Are you out here protesting Trump?
Of course.
Do you think he's a Nazi?
Not a Nazi.
Well, that would insinuate he is.
Führer means leader.
But it was a Nazi. It was a German term.
Well, it's a German language term.
So you're not trying to equivalent Trump to a Nazi?
No, I'm trying to make him equivalent to an authoritarian.
Okay, but he's not. They have been talking about how his DACA priorities got replaced, how SB 4 isn't working. So obviously he's not an authoritarian.
If you consider how many things he's just abrogating, he's opposed to what you're doing, freedom of the press. He calls you the enemies of the people. You didn't hear him say that?
No, we're not liars.
But you're enemies of the people, according to Donald Trump.
No, he's never said that about us.
You're just hallucinating. Thank you.
Okay. Well, we gave him an opportunity to prove a point, and he didn't. So that's just typical. How are you ladies doing? Do you want to try to? Do you want to seem smarter than that guy? I feel bad he didn't. What are you doing out here today?
I'm here in support of the idea that brown is powerful, especially in today's political climate.
Was it Martin Luther King that said, "I hope people don't get judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character"? Was that Martin Luther King?
I don't know.
It was.
Okay.
Well, don't you think that we're kind of going the opposite direction now?
We're not trying to say that brown is better than everyone else, but it's just when the political climate right now is trying to tear down everyone of color, which is very clear through what is happening in Charlottesville, in Texas right now. We can't just look at that.
All right, well, let's stop right there. What happened in Charlottesville?
What happened in Charlottesville? When the literal Nazis came and were
literal Nazis? They're not literal Nazis. They're LARPing. They're not actual Nazis. The Nazis, the fascist Nazis.
They're Nazis.
Really? What countries are the Nazis occupying?
Here. Nazis are here.
Never stopped being a thing.
No. Look, if I go out and I put a Roman gladiator suit on, I'm not a Roman gladiator.
Okay, if you're carrying Nazi flags and saying those things, if you're a fucking no. They were Nazis. They're supporting Nazi values, and they're there to make people.
What are Nazi values?
Oh my God. What are Nazi values?
Well, yeah, I'm asking. I know them. Do you?
Oh, do you know them?
Yeah, the Nazis was a socialist party. Do you know that?
I was going to suggest trying to logic with these people is useless.
Yeah, because they have none.
You're welcome to.
With us?
You have
Excuse me. I have made multiple points, and you haven't responded to any of them.
I've answered you with actual.
Okay, what are Nazi values?
You're telling us that the people that are in your party are LARPing.
What party? Well, I'm not in any parties. What are you talking about?
You're wearing. Oh my God.
Well, I'm wearing a hat that says "Make America Free Again." What's wrong with that? Actually, wouldn't that be supporting of what you're saying?
Not with what you're responding to me with.
I've said nothing but facts.
If you're saying that the people that are Nazis marching through Charlottesville are just LARPing, then that's belittling the fact that Nazis are actually walking through places and sparking fear in people's lives, which is not okay no matter what.
All right, so what are these Nazis' values?
Hate. Like, literally, they want everyone to be the same. They're against Mexicans, they're against Jews, they're against black people, they're against minorities.
Where are all these Nazis?
Everywhere.
Oh, let's do a quick pan. And let's see them. No, there's one. No. Okay, so there's none here, so where are they?
We're standing up to people that are standing up for hate in America because hate has no place here. Anyone is welcome in America, and what you're standing for right now is hate, and that's why.
What am I standing for?
Make America free again.
What is that hateful of?
Okay.
All right. Hey, you guys are really sweet. I'm sorry I had to do that to you, but maybe rethink your political beliefs. I could teach you guys a lot, honestly. Yeah, I could. If you'd like to learn, let's have a debate. That's why I'm telling you, they're lying. Everything that you're saying out here is just lies. It's mainstream media lies. I listen to every news. Literally, I absorb everything. It's my job. Yeah, I work for InfoWars. Yes, that's why I have this mic. I'm telling you, seriously, did I not make a good point to everything you said, though?
No, you didn't.
What are you talking about? Here, come on, let's have a conversation. No, I'm serious. What country are Nazi values actually getting political things accomplished? Where is this happening?
If they can walk freely through Charlottesville without any people actually being able to stop
Oh, but
them,
wait,
then
they did. They got beat up. There was a huge fight.
No. On the side, black people were killed for protesting.
Yeah.
Who?
Do you not get that white supremacists can protest and they don't get hurt, and then black people...
What about Black Lives Matter? They killed 5 cops in Dallas.
How many people do cops kill?
They kill a lot of people too.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I recognize that.
Okay, so then it's not the same.
You're right. You're 100% right. It's not the same.
America unsafe, okay?
You don't have to cry.
Yeah.
I know it's hard. No, look, come here. Honestly, look, honestly. No, look, I want to tell you something. Honestly, all right, you got to take care of your friend. I'm sorry, honestly, I didn't want to do that. Look, folks, this is terrible, man. I just made that girl cry. Folks, they're both over there crying now. I am literally like, I am the nicest guy. I'm honestly such a nice guy. I would love to take those girls out. We can go have a drink. We can go have lunch. We can do whatever. We can go to a theme park. We can go to a fair. And we'll get along. We'll have a great time. I'll show them the world. But God forbid I try to inject a little reality into their political worldview. I mean, God forbid. You saw it, folks. Whenever I presented to them a relevant point, what happened? They froze up. They had no response. So now, and look at this. They're over here telling these people how hateful I am. They're all saying that, oh, don't try to debate with him. There won't be any logic, even though I literally just presented logical fact after fact after fact, and they couldn't respond to anything. All right, we've got another undocumented person. Here, let's go capture this. So this is at least the third. This is at least the third undocumented person that's out here speaking today. So they are out here saying, oh, Nazis are marching freely in the streets. White supremacists get to march freely in the streets. Well, technically, that's not breaking any laws. You have the right to free speech. I'm not saying I support that free speech. Free speech has consequences. But so they complain, oh, look, Nazis get to march in the streets. Okay, that's not illegal. These people are up on the stage in front of police officers saying they're undocumented citizens, folks, undocumented immigrants. So how is it that they get to break the law, but that other people don't? So again, it's a double standard. There's no logic. There's no reasoning. There's just, honestly, it's just hate. They are the ones that hate. All right, so I think they may be getting ready to start some. Can you believe that, dude? So this is the first time. This is the first time that Nathan has ever been my cameraman out here. I don't think I've ever made someone cry in a video before. I don't know. I'd have to. We've done so many of these. It may have happened before.
Let's give a big round of applause for the quinceañeras.
What are the what are the commenters saying about that? Have you been reading some of these?
Who wants to say something?
That's all right. I just honestly, I'm just like taken aback right now at.
Number one crime in America right now. Number one crime in America right now is identity theft. 1 out of 4 had it happen to them already. It's the number one crime in the world. It will happen to people you know. Now, here's the biggest thing about identity theft. You have to prove it's not you. You can say, I didn't get that credit card. It wasn't shipped to my address. Well, the address on your credit report is that address in another city. Well, it's not my address. Well, that's what your credit report says. Yeah, but I've never lived there. Yeah, but that's what you filled out an application for an apartment there with your social security number, and you said that was your home. No, but I've never lived there. Well, prove it. Well, how do I prove it? I've never lived there. I've lived in Michigan. Doesn't matter. We've got your social security number, your driver's license, filling out an application at an apartment in Alabama. Well, I've never lived in Alabama. Well, you live there according to this, and you got credit cards according to that, and you bought Christmas presents according to that. You had them all shipped there according to that. It's in your name, in your social security number, your driver's license, and your address. No, but that's not my address. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. Prove it. And now you're fighting for a year, 2, 3 years, proving that $7,000 on that credit card and that $4,000 on your credit card. They're coming after you. They're sending you collection letters now in Michigan. I'm like, but I've never lived in Alabama. It doesn't matter. That's what identity theft does. So identity theft is easier than ever. 1 out of 4, it's already happened to you. You spend 1 year to 2 years on average trying to prove it's not you, and many times you're not successful. Our identity theft for $30 a month for the Plus plan, for you personally, and the family plan is the way to go, but let's just talk about the personal, $360 a year, even if it was just you, for the protection that you'll never have to prove that. It will happen to you in the next 4 or 5 years. It's going to happen. It's happened to 1 in 4, and they said the other 1 in 4 it hasn't happened to will happen in the next 1 to 2 years. I mean, come on. It's an ongoing epidemic that we can't stop because we don't have the systems in place. LifeLock is the leader of it. They paved the way, but we're beating them. We've got a better product. We actually had an agreement with LifeLock. We chose not to do it. Why? Their service wasn't as good as the company we went with. That is a fact. Their service isn't as good, yet they wanted to charge us more and charge the customer more, yet it wasn't as good. It didn't provide the same amount of coverage when there is a problem. They got a great name. But that does not mean they've got the best service, all right? We're coming to show what type of service we could have. All right, so ID Protection. Number one, they've got a basic plan for $10, $9.99. So do we, $9.99. The difference is this. Their basic plan only has $25,000 in insurance coverage. Why do you need that? Well, if your identity gets breached and you have legal fees you got to incur, you have time off work you got to incur, you have bills you got bills you had to pay before you lose a house or a car, and you got to pay them, and you're trying to get it reimbursed. Any of that type stuff is covered by the insurance, but LifeLock only gives you $25,000. It's not going to cover a whole lot. We give $1 million in that, even in that basic $10 plan, $1 million coverage. We want you to have the Plus plan, Longevity Plus ID Protect, which is the robust plan. It's basically the LifeLock Best plan with a lot more things. The LifeLock Best plan is $29.99 per person. Ours is $29.99 per person, same price. Here's the difference. We give you everything they give you plus these items. Number one, a Bitdefender antivirus, commercial grade antivirus, anti-spyware. Why? Because your devices are being hacked into. So we want to put the right, they don't give you that, right? So we put a commercial grade, which is on its own is sold for over $100. We give that in this monthly service fee, Bitdefender. They want to protect your thing. They give you a firewall. Again, you'll have a commercial grade firewall on your home equipment so that people can't penetrate and get into your computers, which is how they breach you. Right now, they're coming in, trying to get into my Facebook, and they're trying to get into this computer that's online, and your computer. They have online shopping protection, a safe pay. Online parental controls so that you don't have to worry about your kids and where they're going. You can control different things. It's included. That's sold on its own. That comes with our Protection Plus. A digital vault to store all your sensitive files. So we're talking about cloud storage, but digitally secured, severely encrypted. We were going to launch a product that just was this. Just this product for $9 a month. This is coming with the $29.99. So you digitally secure it, and then it's got true digital shredder. So we love LifeLock. The only difference is we provide more features than they provide, things they should provide, but cost a lot of money. So we can provide all that for the same cost for an individual, but also the family plan, we're going to save you a lot of money, and you really should sign up your family, just like they tell you. So we'll save you a lot of money if you do the family plan. So you can get the LifeLock quality from a company 17 years old, but a lot more features for less money. Protect yourself and share this with your family, share this with your friends,